What's going on, everybody? I hope you guys had a great end to your week, and it is time for the weekend, and I'm going to bring you my favorite NBA bets to kick off the weekend as you come in. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and leave a comment below to let me know just any thoughts you guys have on the slate or anything that you're betting, because every once in a while, this is stuff that really could help everybody if you guys check out the comment section. For example, yesterday, Daniel Smith had a bet in there. He asked, what about Harrison Barnes over 2.5 threes? And I was looking at some of our projections and was looking at some of the on-off court numbers for the Kings when De'Aaron Fox is off the air. And it was a bet that really did end up making sense when I was looking at it. Harrison Barnes over 2.5 threes was plus money and it ended up being a winning bet. So stuff like that I think really could be beneficial. So number one, Daniel, good call there. And also appreciate the comment. As for the bets I had yesterday in the video, we went 1-1 on them. So it ended up being a slightly negative day, lost to the rake. I had one plus money bet on Kevin Huerter over 2.5 threes. He took 7 threes in the absence of De'Aaron Fox, but one of the most accurate three-point shooters in the league. Unfortunately, only hit one of them, so that was a losing bet. And then I had Scotty Barnes for over 1 3. He hit a 3 in one of the first couple minutes of the game, so that one was pretty sweat-free. But it would have been nice if the three-pointers made a reverse yesterday. If we got 3 out of Kevin Huerter, the 3 that Scotty Barnes hit, and then maybe just 1 for Scotty Barnes, 1 that Kevin Huerter hit. But I know things don't really work that way. But either way, 1-1, not a profitable day. Also was not the worst day in the world either. And if anybody tailed Daniel as well, they would have come out and been profitable on the slate. But let's talk about Saturday's action, and it's going to be an interesting one. We've got some news I'm going to talk about. I've got some gut feelings. Let's break it down right now. These are my favorite NBA bets for Saturday. So to kick us off here, this is where I'm going to be going out on a little bit of a limb with tonight's NBA slate. I am betting the Washington Wizards plus 3 points, and it just has to do with all the turmoil surrounding the Nets right now. We know that Kevin Durant is out. Kyrie Irving asked for a trade yesterday. Now, with that in mind, Kyrie Irving actually asked for a trade in the offseason. This isn't actually new news. It's just something that's resurfacing as the trade deadline gets closer. But I do think it's a thing that the Nets are at least going to kick the tires on. They're going to explore it. My ultimate expectation is that we're going to see Kyrie stick with the Nets through the trade deadline. But once again, that's just a best guess. I don't know that's necessarily going to be the case for sure, but I would not be surprised if the Nets give Kyrie a day off. That's actually what I'm expecting to happen this afternoon. I don't think we're going to see Kyrie play. And with that in mind, if that does end up being the case, the Wizards would be pretty significant favorites in this game if Kyrie doesn't play, because there just is not a lot of scoring on the Nets if Kyrie Irving's out in addition to Kevin Durant. So once again, there isn't anything I could really back this up with data. It's just I'm kind of reading the tea leaves and all the turmoil surrounding the Nets. I think this is a pretty good opportunity for Kyrie to just get the day off, kind of try to clear the air with everything that's going on. That's what I think is going to happen, at least for tonight's game. So with that in mind, I'm betting the Wizards plus 3 points. You guys want to make $200 this weekend? This is the easiest way to do it. Just sign up at DraftKings Sportsbook using the link we have below, because when you sign up at DraftKings using our link, the first $5 bet you place pays out $200 no matter what the result of that bet is. All you have to do is just sign up below, place a $5 bet on anything, any market, money line, prop, whatever it may be, and that $5 bet pays out $200 whether that bet wins or loses. So if you're like me and you think Kyrie Irving is going to sit tonight, throw $5 on the Washington Wizards when you sign up using our link below at DraftKings Sportsbook. And if he sits and the Wizards win, or even if he plays and the Wizards end up losing, DK is paying you out $200 in bonus bets. Just make sure you use our link to sign up so they know that we are the ones who sent you there. If you or anybody that you know has a gambling problem, call or text the number 1-800-GAMBLER. Now, my first prop bet of the day, I've got Bam Adebayo over 9.5 rebounds. This is one that's projecting out really well for us in our prop betting tool, NBA Bet Pro. You guys get 1 week free access to via the link that we have below. We've got Bam Adebayo projected for 11.4 rebounds when his rebound prop is not only 9.5, but it's actually juiced towards the under. So only minus 105 on the over, which I think is a little off considering a couple of things. Number one, just our projection on him. But then another thing also, a kind of key rivalry matchup. We've seen some heat between the Heat, no pun intended there, but between the Heat and the Bucks over the last few years. And this is the kind of game where we will see teams, even in the regular season, play their key players extended minutes. And as is, Bam has played bigger minutes as of late. The last few games, 38 minutes, 37, 36, 37, 37. So there has been an inclination to give Adebayo more minutes. And now it's this rivalry game against the Bucks. We have him projected for north of 11 rebounds. The prop is only 9.5. I like the over quite a bit. Bam Adebayo over 9.5 boards. Now for my final bet of the day, I've got Trey Murphy for over 2.5 rebounds. And another one that we project pretty well. We've actually got Trey Murphy projected for 3.9 rebounds. So nearly 4 when the prop line is 2.5. And I think the reason that he's seeing such a low rebound prop is because of the return of Brandon Ingram and how well Ingram's played the last few games. Maybe books are expecting that means less minutes for Trey Murphy, but at least to this point, that hasn't been the case. And we still got Zion out for the Pelicans, which means I think they're going to be relying on Trey Murphy to play bigger minutes. In the last 3 games, Murphy's played 34, 32, and 36 minutes, and he's had 3 rebounds in back-to-back games. So somebody who's out on the court as often as Trey Murphy is, I just have to think he's more likely to pull down 3 rebounds than not, because for the year, he's made 40 starts. And he's actually not a regular starter for this team. They've just dealt with so many injuries this year that he's had to play bigger minutes and start for them. And in those 40 starts, he's averaging 3.6 rebounds per game. So the 2.5 rebound prop, pretty low relative to our projections, relative to what he's averaged this year as a starter. So Trey Murphy over 2.5 rebounds. That's my final bet of the day. So recapping our 3 bets of the day, I got the Washington Wizards +3. I think this is a spot for Kyrie to potentially sit out. Bam Adebayo over 9.5 rebounds. And then finally, Trey Murphy over 2.5 rebounds. I've also got a UFC bet that I posted in our Discord channel. If you guys want access to Discord, you get 50% off signing up using the link that we have below. And in there, it's myself and everybody else on the YouTube channel. We answer your guys' questions. We hang out. We sweat bets, give out some more bets. If that is of interest to you, sign up using the link below for 50% off your first week. Other than that, guys, have a great weekend. I hope you guys have some fun stuff planned. And before you leave, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Catch you back here on Monday.